Cultivating Africa. Cultivate Africa's future fund, Culti-Af. Agriculture is the economic backbone of the majority of countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Investments and growth in the agriculture sector have a significant impact on reducing poverty and creating jobs. Majority of the farmers are smallholder farmers. Small holdings account for about 80% of farms in the region and directly employ more than 175 million people. For these farmers, productivity is low and they often lack access to stable and profitable markets for their harvests. And even when they have produced, lack of access to post-harvest management technologies can often lead to losses in their harvest and to food insecurity. Investing in smallholder food production and reducing post-harvest loss is one of the most effective ways to reduce poverty, meet the food and nutrition security needs of vulnerable populations, and create wealth in sub-Saharan Africa. In order to help realize the potential of agriculture in the region, Canada's International Development Research Centre, IDRC, and the Australian Centre for International Agriculture Research, ACIAR, launched the first phase of Cultivate Africa's future fund, Culti-Af. Culti-Af, which runs from 2013 to 2017, is a $15 million Canadian fund that has supported innovative long-term solutions to improve food and nutrition security in selected countries in Eastern and Southern Africa. Culti-Af funded 8 projects in 5 countries, namely Kenya, Uganda, Malawi, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. The fund supported the development and testing of 24 innovations focused on increasing productivity and profitability of smallholder farmers, improving food and nutrition security, and the empowerment of women and youth. In Kenya and Uganda, researchers have revolutionized how poultry and fish are fed. Feed constitutes 60 to 70% of the cost of production, making poultry and fish production unsustainable for many smallholder farmers, especially women who are the main producers. This is mainly due to the high cost of ingredients, especially fish meal and soybean. Using insects as a source of protein in feed, researchers have reduced the cost of feed. The protein cost in feed is reduced by 25 to 37.5%, with an additional reduction potential of 41.7 to 51.4%. This level of substitution of soybean and fish meal with insects has a potential to create 43,000 jobs, especially for the youth, as it is a low input, low land requirement and attractive to young people. With only a 5% substitution of fish meal with insect protein, Kenyan farmers would save $5.9 million annually. Standards for insect-based feed have been developed and approved both in Kenya and Uganda, and private sector feed manufacturers have been a key stakeholder in the project, paving way for millions of smallholders to benefit. In Malawi and Zambia, researchers and processors have made impressive advancements in fish processing technologies. Traditional methods of fish processing, such as smoking and sun-drying, lead to losses of up to 30%. This means that for every 10 fish, 3 will be lost due to rotting, breakages, insect infestation, and quality loss. Using innovative solar tent dryers and improved smoking kilns, researchers and processors have reduced fish loss by 60%, leading to more income for processors and more fish available for consumers. These 2 innovations have reduced women's drudgery and created employment opportunities for young people. Solar tent dried fish and clean smoked fish are now available in supermarkets in Malawi. The project has created jobs for young people in the fish value chain. Nyampesi, a 27-year-old entrepreneur, now processes and supplies solar tent dried fish to supermarkets and schools across the country. Back to Kenya and Uganda, where beans are a traditional subsistence crop and are popular and affordable source of protein. You can now find pre-cooked bean products that cook in 10 to 15 minutes in your local store. Before the development of these products, cooking beans was a slow and tedious process, taking up to 3 hours and consuming a lot of firewood and water. These pre-cooked bean products are increasing consumption of beans, especially in low and medium income households, reducing women's drudgery and freeing up women's time to engage in other economic activities. 25,000 farmers in Kenya and Uganda are currently supplying beans to a factory in Kisumu with a capacity to process 9 tons of beans per day. To drive these types of innovations and transform African agriculture, a new generation of young researchers are required. The program has trained 44 young scientists in key areas of nutrition, economics, insect science, and food science. 23 of these 44 scientists are young women. What this program has proven is that investment in research and innovation can transform African agriculture, improve food and nutrition security, and create wealth for its people.